And thank you. This morning, we're joined on the phone by Oklahoma City Mayor David Holt.
Mr. Mayor, thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you for joining us.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. We want to start with what seems like everybody's talking about right now. COVID cases seem to be starting to creep back up again. Of course, there was the emergence of the highly contagious Omicron variant, though it seems to be more mild in symptoms. It seems to spread very rapidly. With that being said, is there anything, have you had discussions with the council, any talk about potential ordinances or any sort of mitigation efforts that the city's going to take?
No, I don't think that that's the chapter of the pandemic that we're in at this point. I mean, we have a highly effective vaccine. It is, broadly accessible virtually to all people, certainly above the age of 5, and that's a different situation than we've had in previous chapters of this pandemic. So, no, I don't see the types of blunt instruments being used that you would when you don't have that tool at your disposal. But we do have it now. We have this highly effective and widely accessible vaccine. So I think what we'll continue to message to people is that they need to get vaccinated. And that may mean your first shot. That may mean your second shot. When you look at the vaccination statistics for our county, there's a not insignificant number of people who got their first shot but never got their second. So we certainly would encourage you to do that. And then also obviously, the booster. The booster is available now to anybody who got vaccinated at least 6 months ago. So we encourage people to do that. We found in the Delta experience, back in the summer and fall, that a lot of people came in and got vaccinated because they saw what was happening with Delta. They realized that hedging their bets was not working. That they needed to go ahead and get the full protection. And I think that may be an experience that we'll have with Omicron. Obviously, it is very contagious, as you said. It may be that people are having a mild experience, but those are vaccinated people who are having a mild experience. And if you're unvaccinated or your booster is overdue and so therefore your immunity has lessened, you really need to go to vaxokc.com and prepare for this new wave. And I shared this on my social media yesterday, but our hospitalizations are creeping up, so don't assume that this is a mild version of the virus. It isn't if you're not vaccinated. It could put you in the hospital if you're not vaccinated. And our hospitalizations in Oklahoma City are now up to 300 people.
Right, and you mentioned that the vaccination rate so far in the city, you mentioned before that it is pretty high, and that's a good sign. I know a lot of folks looking forward to getting out and celebrating some New Year's Eve events this week, and you guys have been encouraging to stay safe. We appreciate the updates for you, sir. I know a lot of folks are talking about it this time of year, so thanks for being with us this morning.
Absolutely, and yeah, as you alluded to, opening night is tomorrow night. That's a great long-standing event here in Oklahoma City. It's at the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, starts at 7 p.m., and we certainly encourage people to check it out. And it's totally outdoors, so it's totally safe. And it's a great opportunity to celebrate the new year. And I wish everybody in Oklahoma City a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. Mayor Holt, thank you so much for joining us.